Hello everyone and welcome back to a brand new video here at tablemon. Thanks so much for tuning in. We're continuing with our Paradox Rift coverage, and we are going with Iron Valiant today. Yeah, Iron Valiant combined with Rapid Strike URSHIFU VMAX seems like a formidable combination, just completely wrecking your opponent's board. And as you will see in the games, that's exactly what happens. Yeah, I think Iron Valiant is potentially, like from my initial perspective and impressions, more oppressive. Yeah, Iron Valiant is a Pokemon that Iron Hands was, everyone was going crazy about, and oh no, single prizers are done. Iron Valiant is the reason. It's not Iron Hands from my perspective. Yeah, Iron Hands is pretty good in Maridon, but Iron Valiant's Tachyon Bit's ability, being able to have 12 switching cards, yeah, which didn't even feel like enough. I wanted more. I wanted Jet Energies in the deck as well. Tachyon Bits is so powerful, and then you combine that with Rapid Strike URSHIFU VMAX's attacks. You combine that with Yoga Loop. Yeah, there were games where you'll manage to Yoga Loop more than once in a game, which is completely broken. All right, so pretty powerful deck. This is a list I took from Japan, where they've already been playing with the cards for a few days now, and the decks that have been doing well. Pretty cool deck overall, very turbo-ish with the research, the double squawk to guarantee that you have one, the Ultra Balls and Nest Balls, the Techno Raiders. We have future energy boosters or future booster energy, whatever it is, to help with the big KOs, right? To be able to have free retreat, which is fantastic. We also have the technical machine Devolution in case people go crazy with the rare candies. We can just place, and then boop, away you go. We have Town Store to search for those pieces specifically, as well as Arven. Pretty powerful deck. I feel like on paper it's like, but what about mana fee? But there's not a lot of synergy between your 3-prizer and your 2-prizer. Watch the video, I assure you. Pretty cool deck and extremely powerful. I think out of the 3 big cards, between Iron Hands, Roaring Moon, and Iron Valiant is the one that stands out the least in terms of raw power, but might honestly be the most powerful of the 3. Let's jump into matches. If you want to support the channel, you can use code tablemon to get 5% off at Town Store for your online codes, 10% off for your sealed product at Flipside Gaming, and 10% off on your aluminum accessories at TC Evolutions. Or if you're looking to buy singles or sleeves, you can fill up your cart and close the tab, then click on the affiliate link in the description and check out. That way you can support the channel over at TCG Player, Card Market, and Dragon Shield. ¿Eres de México y necesitas cartas de Pokémon? Busca Hyper Beam Cards en Facebook e Instagram. Y si estás en Tijuana, búscalos en el local C27 en el Centro Comercial Otay. Alright, so I won the coin flip. I actually chose to go second. Starting to think more and more that going second is the way to go in this new era now. Pretty fantastic hand. I want to say I can Techno Radar for 2 Iron Valiants. I can Battle VIP Pass for Medicham or Squawkabilly, and I can even use Medicham on turn 1 if I have the opportunity to do so. Radiant Greninja starts for my opponent. Make sure I don't run over my poor dog with my chair. Just wanted to get more in tune with the battle. All right, so raw Battle VIP Pass for my opponent. They must know something's up. Once I chose to go second, it is Chen Pao, right? But that's honestly a good thing, right? I have the very real possibility of knocking out a Frigibax on turn 1 with either Iron Valiant, chip damage, or even with Medicham, which is honestly very impressive. We'll see. Yeah, we'll see what ends up happening here. My opponent's goal, of course, to bench more than 1 Frigibax, which they do manage. All right, so now my goal is to try and get the KO through Medicham, right? KO 1 Frigibax through Medicham, get a free turn, and either, wow, okay, well, never mind, now it's not possible. Maybe it is possible. With all 4 Iron Valiants switching around, maybe it is possible for me to get this KO. So we'll see. You know, could have also priced some Iron Valiants. I think that third Frigibax is a perfect, or is an immediate response to the fact that they saw that I'm an Iron Valiant deck. But wow, that is just an incredible top deck for sure. All right, I do have all Iron Valiants available, and I have my Squawk. All right, so then I'm gonna Battle VIP Pass. I need Squawk, right? Because this hand sucks. And then I can do this. I think I also need Medicham. I definitely think Medicham is my Pokemon of choice here. I can Techno Radar for the 4th, which honestly seems worth it. All right, so let's start with Escape Rope number 1. So my goal is to place 8 damage counter this turn and get a KO with Medicham. There's a chance I will have knocked out all 3 Frigibax by the start of my next turn. There is a chance. All right, so my opponent thinking things through. I'm mostly promoting this, and then yes, I'll use Tachyon Bits, and then I'll play another Escape Rope. Their PokéStop is also honestly potentially beneficial for me to be able to find other stuff. Okay, and I'll use Tachyon Bits yet again. Right, okay, looking good. So we're gonna Force Heal Stone, we're gonna Techno Radar, get the last Iron Valiant, get another peek into the deck. I have Research, Iono, Arven, a few energies, all are available, and then I have 1 Switch priced, and that's it, because I do play 4/4/4. I feel like Jet Energy would also be pretty fantastic, but to start off, we have a clean Squawk and Z's. All right, no switching cards, however. No switching cards. I do get the energy, and I have a guaranteed attachment as well. I honestly think it's just Research here. I don't see why not. Just draw more cards, see more switching cards. Only 1 seen, which is less than ideal. I do want to keep the switch. Okay, so now this lets me go like this, right? So then I can put 2 damage counters here, and then I can, Cheryl PokéStop. 1 switch, that's fine. Ooh, that energy does hurt a little bit. All right, so using the last Iron Valiant. Okay, if I want to pull this off, I'm going to need everything, right? I'm going to need every single... Oh wait, no I can't. No, I can. But I will need to switch 4 times. I have the guaranteed retreat, right? Which is good. I think I will also thin the deck of one of these. Maybe not. I'll actually keep it in the deck. All right, so I get another turn, which is pretty cool, right? And I still haven't used Star Alchemy, which will probably dictate it into a Research, which is very unlikely to find me 4 switching cards. Do I want to attack the active? I'll put it on the bench just in case. All right, so can I get 4 Iron Valiants once again? Useless price. I get my turn. Top deck Research. No, top deck Heavy Ball, which is pretty useless. I can... Squawk doesn't really matter. There's a switch. I also have future Booster Energy Capsule, which would have been pretty fantastic this turn, but I did not find one. I could have searched for one, but of course I didn't, right? All right, so it's Star Alchemy time. Yeah, odds are not in my favor, I don't think. Arven only gets me 1 piece, so I feel like it's just Research, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 6 pieces. I also have, like, I'm looking at a lot of cards here. I got, oh wow, I got 3 of them. Are you serious? Oh, wow, that is actually crazy. All right, So we're gonna go number 1 over here, and then Switch Cart. This honestly might just prompt a concession, right? That's enough, right? Yeah, there we go. My opponent is not gonna bother. I couldn't Yoga Loop again, right? But wow, insane. After the double Battle VIP Pass start from my opponent, I'm able to just wreck. All right, on to the next one. All right, so my opponent letting me go first, which I definitely think is the right call here. However, wait, do I have the win? I do, don't I? I have the win. Okay, turn 1 donk. I'm pretty sure I have it. Discard these, and I have switch, escape rope, and that's the game. So number 1, 20 damage, plays it automatically. Come on, PTCG live one time. One good thing, please. Oh my gosh. All right, here we are. GG. What on earth? What on earth is this deck? All right, on to the next game. All right, so my opponent chose to go first. We have the Town Store to search for a Force Seal Stone to attach to the Urshifu, and then we can research, which is pretty fantastic, and also attach to the Urshifu. Path would be gone probably means Giratina, right? Should mean we're up against Giratina. It could be Roaring Moon, I guess. But yeah, we'll see. We're definitely not gonna get a turn 1 donk, right? Immediate mana feed to protect from the Urshifu, which is a good thing for my opponent, right? But more targets for me, which I'm very happy to see. All right. Definitely gonna go research. Cheryl is good, Iono is good, but I just want to maximize my chances of hitting the things. All right, so I'm gonna thin with the Town Store. Just grab this. I also have the TM Devolution, which is cool to have. All right, and then sure, let's Trekking Shoes before. Sucks, but it is what it is. Oh, I meant to discard. Oh, it's asking if you want to keep it, not if you want to discard. All right, well. That's better than attaching that one, right? Right. Lose the switch, which sucks. Okay, so I get Techno Radar, which is pretty good. No switching cards, however. And 1 Iron Valiant is priced. So 2, 4 switch card, 4 escape rope. So only 1 switch priced. So I kind of feel like I should be able to very likely get a KO on at least the Comfey, right? I think that would be reasonable to expect. Wait, yeah, I have the Squawk. For a second there, I thought I was messing this up by not going for the Squawk, but I do have the Squawk. All right, Squawk and Seize. I've not used my Force Seal Stone yet. All right, now we're talking. Yeah. Wait, can you Squawk and Seize? No. For a second there, I was like, wait, are we? Are we? All right, so 1 Iron Valiant, and then we'll do 2 damage counters. I kind of like going after the mana fee, honestly, because that's the least likely Pokemon to be in the active spot, I reckon. And then I'll be able to even attack and then use the Iron Valiant. The last Iron Valiant, which is pretty cool, honestly. Pretty cool to see. All right, so I'll do damage here. I actually will be able to take a KO. Cool, 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 cool. All right, so then we do this, and then I will strafe, right? I got to keep my Star Alchemy as well, which is fantastic. I will strafe, and then I promote this. My turn has not finished, and therefore, boop diddy boop, we get the KO. So pretty nice, you know, and programmed well. Yeah, so far PTG Live has surpassed my expectations on things that would probably be broken somehow. All right, looking good. Yeah, solid turn 1. And I mean, path to peak, pretty key. All right. We'll see. Yeah, we shall see. Town Store fails. So further, I think obviously Giratina usually doesn't play any tool cards, so that should further confirm that there are no threats in terms of Raikou or Dragonite, and my opponent was so scared of my Urshifu that they went for the Mana V when I can never attack with Urshifu in turn 1, right? So if that was a Giratina, this would be a lot better for my opponent, I feel. So yes, respect the Urshifu, but don't be scared of it. Yeah, it's very different playing to counter your opponent's strategies versus playing so scared of losing that you end up doing things that end up hurting you. Yeah, Subrod and Giratina V-Star gone. So in an ideal world, I just never deal with that Giratina, right? Like that's the dream. That is most definitely the dream. Okay, so we're gonna see a Nest Ball. If the stadium gets to stay in play, then I can search for the other tool card and get free retreat, which would be pretty fantastic. There's a Giratina finally. Okay, flower select. So I have 4 prizes, right? I have the 2 Comfeys, the Manaphy, and the Cramorant. I think it is in my best interest to take down the Comfeys as well. That way, if my opponent wants to advance their game state in terms of the loss zone, they need to bench one more thing, right? I feel like if they bench one more thing, then I can just not care about the Giratina at all, right? And that would be pretty great. Okay, so now I do not have any way to switch. I do have a Nest Ball I can burn. So another big like question mark is the energies, right? All right, so I'm gonna fill that. I will bench the Medicham. I feel like I will end up using Medicham this turn. And then let's go ahead and thin. I'm gonna evolve for sure. Gives me a very clean research, only losing the Squawk. And then I get to do this. Yeah, that seems reasonable. And then let's evolve, right? There's a universe where I can go KO Manaphy into KO double Comfey. There's a universe where I can also go like KO everything really. All right, so, well, this is not that universe though, because I did not get a lot of switching cards. I've used 3, so there's a lot of switch cards left in the deck. Okay, so let me think this through. I think I'm gonna have to switch cards. So retreat here. Right, I kind of want to heal the Iron Valiant just so that it's out of range. So I'm gonna grab the switch card, even though it makes me a little unhappy. All right, so then I'm gonna do this and bring up this friend. All right, so that heals it, puts it out of range of Cramorant, out of range of, more importantly, the the friend, what's the name of the friend? Puts it out of range of Sableye. Sableye is the friend that I'm thinking about. Okay, so then I'll promote you, and then I get another attack in bits. So 1 damage counter wasted shouldn't be too big of a deal, but we'll see. All right, I guess I should thin as well, just to increase my chances of top taking a raw switch card. And sure, let's grab you. And then, okay, so now we get a free turn. And so I'm wondering if I should just go, like, I get a free turn now, right? My opponent has to pass here. I'm wondering if I go attach to the Urshifu and then KO the Cramorant and KO the Giratina. Because these dudes I can easily knock out at any point, right? Through my attacking bits. But knocking out Giratina could be problematic. And just dealing with Giratina and Cramorant is just more annoying, right? Requires more out of me. So I think I kind of like that play. The question is, do I research or do I Arven? Definitely attaching here. I honestly think I research. Well, Arven guarantees though. Arven guarantees a switching card. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna Arven here. Just get... I'll keep the versatility. I'm gonna grab Switch. Yep, just the Switch. And then that way I conserve the energy on Medicham, and then maybe I can get a free turn later down the line. Yeah, so Taken beats onto this friend who's on the bench who can't be switch carded as easily. And then I'll do this. And then I do the damage to the Giratina. Is that? Yeah, I have to. Like, my opponent might force me to deal with a Giratina. It is tempting to go after the two Comfeys, or maybe I could go like up against one Comfey. Maybe that could be worth it. My tablemon spider sense tells me that I need to guarantee I have some way to deal with that Giratina at some point. You know? Especially if I'm gonna get a free turn somewhere down the line again with Medicham, and then smash Uppercut, right? I don't need to deal with this dude too much. Now, another thing that worries me though are Path to a Peaks, right? Path to Peaks to worry me. There is one in the Lost Zone. Giratina decks usually play anywhere between 2 to 4, right? On average 3, and I am down 3 of my 4 stadiums. So that is one thing that definitely worries me big time here. All right. Yeah, because Path to a Peak just completely shuts me down, right? I have nothing to do against Path to a Peak. And you'd expect on average for my opponent to find a Path to a Peak in this upcoming turn at least. So we'll see. There's the Colress, Battle VIP Pass and Nest Ball gone, which is nice. And what else? What else happens here? What else do you do, friend? There's a grass. Can my opponent get to 10? This gets him to 9, gets them to 9. Hasn't played any switch cards or escape ropes, which is, well, one switch card in the Lost Zone and that's it. So very under odds. Could easily heal off this 20 damage, which is not that big a deal, of course, but could, right? And okay, so now we see a Mirage Gate. They are at 9 cards though in the Lost Zone. Haven't seen a Path to a Peak yet, no reason to play it yet if you don't need to, right? But haven't seen it yet. Okay, so yeah, well, that Pokegear is weird because you already call Wrist. So now that's one less resource that you have access to. Boss, pretty meh. Not super scared or like relevant. In general, we shall see. Radiant Greninja. Okay, I guess too thin for the Radiant Greninja makes sense. They must be digging for Path, right? Or maybe a third Comfey. Did I knock out 2 Comfeys? No. Third Comfey to get to 10 to go V-Star KO. 3 prizes is pretty significant actually. Doesn't seem like they got there. Okay. I have Trekking Shoes. I feel like I shouldn't play them. Because if I find like switch card, that doesn't help my case, right? Then that means I have to Arven instead of research. All right, so you just pass. Well, there you go. There's your answer, Pablo. All right, well, now let's not keep the Battle VIP Pass and let's draw another one. That's fine. Okay, so Escape Rope seems good. Better than Switch for now. All right, so I'm going to Escape Rope and then promote you. Yes, you, and then 2 damage counters here. Now I do have enough prizes, right? Like I have 3 prizes right there to where I don't need to worry too much about dealing with that Giratina, but I have an option, right? Or I have options. 160, 130 HP are more likely to encounter the Greninja in the active, right? I'm not getting the most use out of my triple Tachyon bits, but that's all right. Yeah, we're gonna Yoga Loop, get the KO, get another free turn this game, which is pretty great. There's the 4th Iron Valiant, and then can I win this turn? I don't think I can, but I'm certainly gonna, oh, actually I can, right? Well, I could have if I found Escape Rope, which I did not. So I could just attach KO. That seems pretty reasonable to me, right? So I go attach KO. Yeah, if I found Escape Rope, I could have won. I definitely would have won this game, this turn rather. I found Escape Rope. I could just attach Switch Cart. No, yeah, attach. There must be a way to guarantee. Retreating is definitely not one of them. If I go attack, they have 9 cards, right? I kind of like just attach attack. But I certainly want to get rid of this. And then I'm almost Iono proof, which is pretty great. Okay, I did invest my energy, so I think what I'm gonna put back is just this, right? Because I might need that to deal the damage with this friend. Okay, and then 20 more damage. Well, okay, you know what? It could matter. 20 more damage could matter in the grand scheme of things if they play Path. So you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and do this. Just to get that 2 damage counters on Giratina. This is very specific, but this plays around Path to a peak, which I think is very, very important here. Yeah, well, it plays around, it doesn't play around Boss plus Path. That's for certain. All right, this is either Iono or Reese. Oh no, actually was Battle VIP Pass and Switch, right? Okay, so I got the Switch. The biggest scary card is Path, right? And I'm pretty sure I play 2-on-2 on the stadiums. So in the 4 cards I have left, one of those is PokéStop. How will I ever find it? That's a really good question, right? But if they, oh wait, no. Yeah, no, never mind. Yeah, Boss Path gets them 3 prizes, right? At the very least gets them 3 prizes. Boss Path does get them 3 prizes. And then I would be able to do 100 damage, right? But then not much else, and then they KO me. So I'd have 2 turns to find the boss. So maybe putting the energy back was a mistake. Maybe putting the energy back was a mistake. All right, well, there's a Comfey now, so that's much easier to deal with. It comes down to the path, right? Boss Path is my opponent's potentially game-winning play. And it will still take a while, right? They go Boss Path KO into, well, I guess Roxanne. Yeah, there's a path, all right. Yep, there we go. They need the boss though. They 100% need the boss. Oh, actually, I have Stadium or Escape Rope. There you go. All right, pretty good. I have Escape Rope or Stadium. So 50% chance to draw the game-winning play here. Putting back that energy means I have a 50% chance to win instead of a 66% chance to win. All right, here we go. Yeah, interesting close to a game where you would expect for me to have already closed it out. Quad Path Giratina might be the way to go now. Yeah, just based off of this. Yeah. We'll see. So Star Requiem, KO, perfect. All right, no path to a peak. I mean, no abilities for me, right? Which is fine, understandable. I'm gonna top deck the energy, aren't I? No, all right, there we have it. Yeah, so I can go retreat, 2 damage counters on the active, and then switch, 2 damage counters on the active, and then GG. Oh wait, what? What? Did I mess this up? Oh, I retreated already. Oh, whoops. All right, I'm pretty sure I have my Switch card left. Whoops, that was silly. Yeah, there you go. That was silly. I forgot my retreat. Retreating is the #1 thing that I continually forget. Like 100%, it's just a bad habit I have. I continually forget whether I've retreated or not. It's just something easy that there's no visual marker, right? So it's easy to lose track of. But yeah, there we go. Yeah, what a game. What a game. Very well played by my opponent. Found their potential win condition. I was lucky in a way where I was unlucky that I discarded 2 stadiums and had to play the other one. I was lucky that they didn't find a path afterwards until the very late game, and then I had a chance to top deck. I still had good chances at producing whatever I needed, right? But yeah, ended up working out pretty well. Thanks so much for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed this very close series. This deck's pretty powerful, yeah? Gotta play those high HP Pokemon or just maybe extra basic Pokemon, extra ways to search for them so you don't get donked like my poor Goldango opponent. Thank you very much, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.